Hey, what's up guys? Coach Caesar here. Just wanted to share some free tips on how to lose weight, how to lose 10 to 15 pounds in the next 30 days. So get excited because I'm going to give you some free tips. I'm going to give you 5 tips on what you're going to do starting today, because now it's the weekend. So I want you to prep for Monday. 5 things I want you to start doing right away so that you can lose 15 to I would say 10 to 15 pounds in the next 30 days. So the first thing is going to be sugar, processed foods, and dairy. What I want you to do, I know it's difficult to eliminate sugar completely because everything we eat has sugar. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to be mindful of what you're consuming that has sugar. You know that when you eat bread, there's sugar in it. When you drink milk, there's sugar in it. Obviously, fruit juices. Try to bring down your sugar intake for the day. So be mindful of that. You don't have to eliminate it completely because that's a little difficult, but be mindful. Processed foods. I know that's a little difficult because we're always on the go. More whole foods. So that's pretty much simple. I know sometimes eating a sandwich is easy, but if you could bring down the amount of times you eat processed foods in the next month, you're going to thank me later. So dairy. I know that's another one that's difficult to do. I love cheese too. But if you could do that for 30 days and just think about it, it's only going to be 30 days. Hey, you could do it. So try to eliminate dairy. Use almond milk. And you don't have to eliminate completely for the 30 days, but I would definitely recommend you do it. So that's step number 1. Step number 2, water intake. Guys, that's super important because a lot of us don't drink enough water. And I'll have some days where I look at myself and I'm like, damn, I didn't drink enough water. So if you're like me and you have digestive issues, aka constipation, I'm gonna tell you right now, when you don't drink enough water, it doesn't matter how much fiber you eat, you're not gonna go to the bathroom. So what's the norm? 64 ounces, 8 glasses of water. I would say shoot for that, because I know it's tough to just go from not drinking water to try to drinking 100 ounces. So the norm is 1 ounce per body weight, per half body weight. So if you're 200 pounds, half your body weight is 100. That would be 100 ounces in water. So if you're 120 pounds, you're a girl, you would shoot for 60. I would just go 64, 8 glasses. Okay, so number 3, try to go organic as much as possible, especially with the meats and the veggies. I know that's a little hard to do because it's expensive, but with the meats, you want to avoid the hormones and the antibiotics. You don't have to go full organic because there's a lot of hormone-free, antibiotic-free chickens and meats and stuff like that. So just just pay attention to what you're purchasing as far as the meat department. Veggies, you know that as far as the vegetables, pesticides are a big concern with, especially if you're juicing and stuff like that, which is another recommendation. Try to have 1 juice per day. I have the NutriBullet. If you guys don't have one, that's a great investment. NutriBullet's simple because it's not like the juicing machines where you have to, or you get all the pulp and you lose all the pulp and stuff like that, all the fiber, and it's a mess. With the NutriBullet, boom, you make a quick smoothie. So that's recommended. Okay, number 4, super important, because that's the problem that we all have. Yeah, we start eating all these organic and whole foods, but we don't have any idea of how much to eat. So the next thing is watch your portions. Okay, I'm going to give you a simple way to calculate it, to calculate how many calories you should be eating per day. Mind you, if you don't, calculating everything is a little difficult. So, but I'm going to give you the calculation anyway. The calculation, if you're sedentary, is your weight times 11. So keep that in mind. Your weight times 11. If you have a moderate lifestyle, you walk around, you're on your feet, you calculate whatever your weight is times 12. If you have an active lifestyle, you calculate your weight times 13. So now you have that calculation. That's your baseline, your calorie baseline. So now you add 450 for a calorie burn. So whatever you're burning throughout the day, whether it be walking or doing whatever, you're going to add 450 calories or calorie burn to that, sorry, to get the amount of calories that you want to target per day. From there, you want to be in a deficit. So whatever your calorie needs are there, you want to subtract 750, which is your caloric deficit, to actually lose weight. That's a little confusing. So my recommendation is have 4 to 5 meals, small meals per day. Have some type of protein, some type of vegetable, and some type of carbohydrate, which is recommended a complex carbohydrate. I'm not going to get into that, but Google that, complex carbs, which is like brown rice, whole grains, stuff like that. Veggies have some carbohydrate, but I would just go with, quinoa, brown rice and stuff like that. I want to make this as short as possible. Okay, I'm at 6 minutes. Okay, so have I would say 3 to 5 servings. Proteins for girls is 4 ounces. For guys is 6 ounces. How do you measure that? Girls, a pound of protein, which is whether, your chicken, your beefs, your lean beefs or fish. Have 3 to 4 servings of that per day. I was going to go into a little bit of the 21 Day Fix containers, which helps with portion control. So I'll get into that in a little bit, but I wanted just to finish with this. So portions, if you want to get in depth with your, how many calories you should be having per day, just hit me up and I'll help you calculate that. Send me a message. Don't worry about that. As far as your seeing how much you're eating per day, you could use an app called MyFitnessPal. That's super easy to use. It's a free app. You could go in there and you could just put in whatever you're eating as you go, and it'll tell you what you ate for the day. So just be mindful of your portions. And tip number 5 is going to be, man, I'm at 7 minutes. Oh my goodness. Tip number 5 is going to be get moving. Start moving, start walking, start doing some type of, activity, get on your bike, whatever it is. If you want to do a Beachbody program, I always have my challenge groups. So whatever it is, just get moving. All right. So that's tip number 5, which is most important. Do something, get up, walk 30 minutes a day, get up, get on your bike, walk 15 minutes, as long as you get some type of exercise going, some type of movement. All right. So, I'll get a little bit into the 21 Day Fix portion control. The greens, you're going to have, if you follow the program, the 21 Day Fix program, which is awesome because you don't have to calculate anything. You could, between your calorie range, you're going to be having greens between 1,200 and, I say for the girls, 1,200 and 1,500. You're going to have 3 to 4 portions of greens. So you'll know what to eat there. As far as your purples, which is your fruits, you're going to have 2 to 3 servings of fruits per day. Your protein, which is a smaller amount. If you don't want to measure it, like I said, palm, you're going to have 4 servings of protein per day. Carbohydrates, complex carbs like brown rice, whole wheat pasta, whole grains, quinoa. About 2 to 3 servings per day of your carbohydrates. Your healthy fats, you're going to have 1 serving per day, and your oranges is going to be 4. I got a brain fart, but I have my guide here. The seeds and dressings. So seeds and nuts, it's a smaller portion, but you're going to have one serving per day. So to get into a little bit of what each container, or the ideas of what you're going to be having as far as your veggies, kale, spinach, asparagus, broccoli, squash, carrots, cauliflower, eggplant, cucumbers, radishes. For your fruits, watermelon, strawberries, blueberries, and notice that I'm saying a lot of berries because they're very low in glycemic, very low in sugar. when you start comparing your mango and your bananas, which is higher in sugar. So you want to keep it berries. You know, that's probably your best bet for the first 30 days. Your red container is going to be your meats and your proteins. Chicken, turkey breast, lean ground chicken, lean turkey, fresh fish, catfish, trout, cold water fish, tuna, wild caught, which is good, salmon, obviously, gamey meats like buffalo, bison. I don't know if you guys had bison burgers; those are pretty good. Eggs, obviously, egg whites. I'm gonna stay away from the yogurt since I told you guys to stay away from dairy a little bit for the first 30 days. Red meats, which, you know, you could go with red meat once a week. Your lean meats. Pork tenderloins are not bad. You could have that, and tuna. So those are some ideas for that. Yellow is going to be your carbs. Some ideas: sweet potato. I forgot to mention that one. Quinoa. Beans are a good option. Edamame, peas, brown rice, wild rice, buckwheat. Oatmeal is a good option for your morning. Whole wheat grains, whole wheat tortillas. So that's a great option. For your blue, your healthy fats, avocados, which is a given. Raw nuts, hummus, coconut milk. I'll stay away from the cheeses. And so there's obviously, but you could, I would say, if you're going to do cheese, do it, you know, once a week, you know. But you have some options of mozzarella, and they have a lot of low fat, and I would just go low fat cheeses. Your raw nuts, your smallest portion is going to be your nuts, your flaxseed, and dressings. So you're going to have one portion of that per day. So those are some ideas. If you want to use the 21-Day Fix program, let me know. I'll put you in one of my challenge groups. But I love this because you don't have to calculate anything. It kind of tells you what you're going to eat for the day, you know, which is pretty easy. I'm eating this much, and that's it. So hit me up if you want to be part of that. Plus, you know that the 21-Day Fix comes with a workout, and kind of following something for 21 days is pretty much, you know, easy. And it's 30-minute workouts per day. So if you're interested in doing that, let me know. If you just want to just follow my tips and, you know, just go with that, let me know also. I could put you in my challenge group. It doesn't matter if you purchase a program or whatever. I just want to help you out, you know. And putting you in my challenge group, it'll if you're gonna take this challenge of just taking my 5 tips, I'd love to see you, you know, be part of the group and share your weight loss. All right. So I'm already at 13 minutes. Way too much. So have a great weekend. Hopefully these tips will help you. And, you know, tag me in your posts if you start seeing some weight loss and you're super excited, so I could see, you know, I want to see what you're doing. All right, guys. Hope that helped, and talk to you later.